Alright, hi guys. I want to show you something that maybe you have handy at home in your craft arsenal of tools and whatnot. And you might have not thought of this, but you can, if you did, fine. If you didn't, well, maybe I'm going to give you an idea. This is my Creative Station by Xyron. Xyron has all different sizes, from small to medium. I only have two. I have the large one. Well, the large that I know of. There might be a larger one, I'm not sure. And I have this little one here that you put a strip down, pull it out, and it's all adhesive in the back, or a sticker or something. Now, these do stickers also. Now, in this Creative Station, I have 3 cartridges to go with this one. I've purchased 3 cartridges. I have an adhesive cartridge. I have also a laminate cartridge. And I have a magnetic cartridge. They're pretty much all the same except for the bottom. Like here, the bottom will be the adhesive. On the other one, the bottom will be a magnet, and the other one will be the laminate. And the top portion is pretty much all the same. It's easy. You just drop it in. You don't need to plug anything. You just drop it in like that. And you close the lid. And what the lid will do is it'll tighten out both rolls. I pulled this one out to show you guys there, but normally you wouldn't have to do that. But it had already done. You just close it, and when you close it, both rollers, which you can see here, there's a roller here and there's a roller on the bottom, it tightens together. So when you slide something in like you would in a big shot, both rollers will roll it tight and it becomes whatever you want. In this case, I have it as a adhesive piece, and on the other side you have a cutting blade. Now, where I want to go with this is foam, fun foam, play foam, whatever you want to call it. It's a foam, all right, and they have them at different thickness. Now, if you use the big thick one, like this one here, is a lot thicker, as you can tell here. You can tell this one versus this one. It's a lot thinner. This one here, when you slide it in, you're going to have to turn it and give it a little tug to get between the rollers, because the rollers want to make it tight. But once it's tight and it's in together, you have yourself a piece of adhesive on the back. So you're all set. Okay, now, it's easy as pie. This is 8.5 by 11. I don't want to waste it, so I'm not going to go this way. I'm going to go this way. And all I'm going to do is turn the handle like I would in the Big Shot. I always compare it to the Big Shot because it kind of looks that way. It'll come out the other end. You don't normally have that much on the edge. It's just because I pulled it out to show you how it goes. You have a cutting blade that'll slide across, and there, you have yourself a sticker. This is only a protective sheet on top. You take this off, chuck it in the garbage, and here you have a full adhesive and quite sticky, I might add. So you can leave your cartridge there if that's the only one you have. I just normally take it out because I never know what I'm going to use it for, and I always put them back in the plastic. Now, what I'll do here, I'm sorry for the noise, guys. What I will do here is I'll take my scissors and just cut along like that. And just cut along like that. And put this away. And I'm going to do the same with this. I'm going to pull off that top part. Sorry for all that noise, but it's the kind of paper you're working with, I guess. And I'm just going to take that piece off. See, this piece I started all at once, so I didn't have all that long piece there of a waist. Normally you don't have that waist. Now, you can do different things here. You can just smooth it out. This I should have smoothed it out, but what it'll do, it'll make sure that all the adhesive goes right on it. Or, you know, like this one here came smooth because I had it prepared ahead of time. So, why would we do this? Is to make shaker cards. shaker cards. You want to do a shaker card? This is what you would make it for. It saves you from buying the wide tape. Like this one here, I don't know how much they are now, but I remember when it was this wide, I paid $50 for this, Canadian. And I've used a lot of it, but then when I discovered a couple of years ago this stuff, then that was passé. I still use it, but not all that much. All you need to do is you cut it as needed, and it cuts like butter, guys. Just take your good old cutting board and slide it underneath. Let it, you know, wherever you want to, how wide do you want to cut it? I'm not sure, but let's say you want to cut it. And it's all cut up already. I should have put more pressure on it, but it's all cut up. So now, you could cut it with your scissors too, for that matter. I didn't put enough pressure on my blade there, but you have an adhesive piece. And then if you want to even make it higher, you can. But like for me, this particular one especially is thick enough I won't need to double it up. It's really, really nice for that. Now, another thing you can do that'll come really in handy is, you can see from this particular card, sorry for the glare, but this here, I made it as a mail card. I made a video on the 3D folders. And this part here, which ended up underneath here too, is something that I cut out. I cut it out. I find that it makes a nice finish here. It's not all choppy and stuff. All you do is you would take your frame, whichever one you wanted. Like on this particular case, I used a little bit of a fancier. Let me put up the camera just a tad more so you can see more what I'm doing here. But I have taken these dies for an example, and all I did was put it down, put them like this, and I took a piece of tape. I always use the Post-it tape, is what I use. You can use whatever you want. I just find that it's easy on, easy off with this. I would put a couple of pieces there, and I run it through my Big Shot, or I run it through my Gemini, depending how much I want to run through. And then you end up having a rim, which is this particular rim here, and you have a hole in the middle, which is this particular hole here. So you save all the pieces. What I did here is, with the rim, I wish I would have saved some, but I didn't do it. You'd have the centerpiece here, and you'd have the rim. The rim will give you this part here, and then I cut out another piece of cardstock just with the other outer side here, and I was able to add it on top. The thickness of the foam made the shaker card. And I just added a couple of foam to lift this up. I don't know if you're following me, because the actual height is on the back part. This particular piece, I just put a little bit of adhesive like this, and I just added it on top to give it some height. I didn't have to. I could have left it right on there. For an example, if I pull it off, which I think I might be able, no, I can't do it without damaging it. But you can see all the inside of that shaker card. So this is what I was trying to show you, is that you take this, you put your piece on like this, you tape it down to make sure that you're even, run it through your Big Shot or whatever. Don't forget to shim it, because it is a bit thick, so it won't go through if you don't shim it. You might have to run it twice, I'm not sure, depending on your machine. And you're all set. You have yourself a frame that is all full of adhesive, which is perfect, because all you got to do now is put it on your cardstock, because this particular insert is going to come out, and you'll just have a frame here. This will be empty. You can put your sequins or whatever else you want to put in there, and then it automatically has glue all the way around. So when you put it on the cardstock, there's no leakage, there's nothing. I just find it's perfect. It works like a charm. And then with the remainder of the piece, let's say you have a piece that's left over like so, you can use it on the opposite side. Or in my case, I cut out just another piece like this, and I added it on top in order to make a nice finish. Because remember that you will have a hollow piece, and if you stick it onto the card, whatever color the card is, that's the color that is going to show through the acetate. I'm not sure if I'm making myself clear, but just give me a moment, and I'm going to run this through my card, my Big Shot, and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean.